All right, YouTube, TikTok, we're here back with another trade recap video, making $1,670. And let's get into how I made that. So first we have this strong liquidity from like 12 p.m. Wednesday, and then we have this strong liquidity from like 2 p.m. Okay, then we're going to mark out London high and we're going to mark out London low. These are both my 4-hour draws in liquidity here. Okay, and then as the market opens, we break London session. So my strategy tells me that that's going to be a sell position down to London session low here, and then possibly my 4-hour draw on liquidity. Depending on if it's going to hit my 4-hour draw on liquidity, is going to determine on what entries I'm going to be taking. And so pretty much my um, entry or my confluence, did we get a 5 minute inverse? I think we did get a 5 minute inverse, and as you can tell, I entered on that when the wick was like kind of up here, and then I was able to sell off 50% of my position here and the rest here before it decided to reverse there, because then we decided to inverse. Yeah, we decided to get a inverse here, so I knew it was my time to get out of the market and pretty much pull that money from the market essentially. Now, thoughts on this would have been a nice long position there. I'm pretty sure someone else's strategy decided to take that, but we are focused on what I did here, and that is kind of how I pulled that from the market there. This strategy is pretty easy to implement. As long as it breaks London high, then we're going to target London low, and vice versa. If it breaks London low, they're going to be targeting London high or a 4-hour draw on liquidity, based on whatever entry model. And the entry model was pretty much a 5 minute inverse for value gap into the sell position there. And then we also got a liquidity sweep via breaking London session high and then targeting the London session low there. This strategy is pretty easily to implement into your everyday trading if it is not going too well for you. I'm not saying that you should switch up strategies every single day if you lose, but what I am saying is, if you have proven data that your strategy is not working, then obviously you should reevaluate what's working and what's not working, and then go from there. That could be maybe your emotions when it comes to trading. That could be possibly be your risk management. But in most cases, it's either those two, and it's not your strategy. It's just either your emotions, or you're just not not maybe not marking out your draws and liquidity good enough, or you're just maybe risking a little too much and what you shouldn't be risking. But yeah, that could also be something as well. So, if you have proven data that your strategy is not working, like I want to say at least 6 to 12 months of like straight red months, then yeah, it's probably your strategy then. Okay, and then also as well, I'm starting to figure out what's gonna go on for tomorrow there. But yeah, I feel like I pretty much talked about everything that I could possibly help you with in terms. I know I made a video yesterday talking about the three funnel mistakes, and then sticking to um, the fundamentals basically, and pretty much betting on yourself. So I feel like I covered pretty much everything there. So if anything else is needed, you can always drop a comment, and then a like and subscribe would also, kind of help out the channel here, because I feel like I provide real value, and I'm not a fake guru that's trying to sell you something. And then I'm also working on a Discord that, y'all could all come into, talk to, and yeah, and y'all could possibly watch my trades when I get that started up. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it in terms of this video here. It's kind of short, and I just want to be able to provide as much value without taking too much of your time, because everybody's time is valuable, and you should use it in the best way possible. Not going out and, drinking and smoking, and, really focus on what matters day in and day out there, putting in the time. I feel like it takes at least 10,000 hours to really get good at trading. If you really want to get good at something, it's usually the 10,000 hour rule. You put 10,000 hours into something, I promise you'll be good at it. So, yeah, that's going to be it. And I hope to see y'all in tomorrow's trade recap video. I hope trading goes good for you. Practice the three fundamentals. That's really all I can say: risk management, emotion, and then making sure your strategy is profitable, obviously. So I think we're going to leave off on that. And I might catch y'all on Friday's trade recap if nothing goes too crazy. Take care.